Snorlax.
I have 26 hours and 46 minutes in VV Ultimatum, and here is what I think of this game. All in all, I figured that's enough time to, actually get like a decent, introduction to the game, fill it out, and like overall compile my thoughts and honestly think about like how I feel honestly. This is like the bio of the game. You can read that in your own time. The game's gonna be down. Like the game link will be down in the description. Honestly, if you do want to check it out in your own time, or if you think the game looks pretty interesting overall. The game is relatively not that new, but um, it's still recent. Like it's been in development for a minute, more like closed community testing, all that stuff. And then like they pushed it out, and now it actually didn't become like a pay to play type of thing. It just became like a free play type of thing. Like it's just open playing. All right, this current slot is my Quincy slot. This is a Bleach anime game. If you don't know anything about those, they're Roblox RPGs that are centered around the anime Bleach. A kind of popular game kind of is like Type Soul. I don't know if that game is like open right now. They've been like back and forth, re-release, and I don't want to get into it, but that is like the type of game this is. Not the type, but the category of content, I would say. All right, my main gripe would be PvP. I'm not that good at it, honestly. When it always just comes down to PvP, I'm never the best at it, especially in a game where there are feints that exist in the game, and it's just the base mechanic of parry, block, dodge. For me, sometimes it clicks, other times it just really doesn't. And for this type of game, the combat is, I wouldn't say fast paced, but it's just like if you have a skill issue, it's gonna get, you're gonna really see that gap. Like it's gonna be very evident. I'm voiceovering, by the way, so I'm watching the same footage that you're probably watching. If not, some random B-roll is gonna be up in there. Don't even worry about it. When it comes down to content and look of content and overall look of the game, is really good. I do like how the game looks, how it's spacious. The maps don't seem like it's just a large map with just some bull in there. Honestly, no, it's kind of filled with content. There are things to do, there are quests to do, and it's all in all not like I wouldn't say a bandy beater type of game, but it's really just like this game is like circled around like quests. Like, oh yeah, you're at this, like you're from level 0 to 25, you have to do these quests in this area, then you move on. Not like how a Blocks Fruits is, but it's refreshing because you necessarily don't have to do like those type of quests, or it's not necessarily mandatory. Sure, it'll help, and like sure, most of the time they're like, hey, you should really do this. But all in all, there are a couple of other ways if you just want to do something unorthodox to actually progress. You know, there are other ways to do it. There are other things that can help you. There are other stuff. I think I'm about to get into PvP over. Yeah, I'm getting into PvP over here. But yeah, the PvE aspect of the game is really good though. PvP, on the other hand, if you're good at combat oriented games, then you're good at them. If not, then you're just not good at them. I'm definitely rating myself like in the middle, probably really low, if not the lowest of tiers, honestly. Mostly because there's like three different gaps. You have the people who are good at the game, good at PvP. You have the people who are, I wouldn't say like bad at PvP, but like they're in the middle. They're more PvE orientated. I'm definitely like one of those. And then we got the people who have been playing games like VV Ultimatum, games like Deep Oaken, where they have that parry, block parry dodge mechanic, and they've been like on that for years, and they actually honed their skill to a decent bit. So whereas with this game, if they do have that same mechanic, if not the main properties of it, they can really grasp that and learn the combat. But all in all, the game hasn't been out that long. I know only like a little shred of the iceberg, but you know, I'm definitely just one to complain when I start losing. Honestly, there's nothing that I can do. But let's go back. Let's go back. Okay, yeah. By the way, this area is a PvP orientated area, so sometimes you do just get dropped down here, and most of the time you're really just okay. Yeah, bro. Most of the time you're really just like you're really just told to start squabbling, bro. That's really it. And for the 35% EXP boost, hey, it's worth it, and you don't lose anything, which is another thing that I really can't hate this area for it. Because if you were just thrown into this area to just fight people, and you do have the option of like losing all of your equipment and inventory, that would suck. But you always have the option of listening out for that ender portal, running up to that portal, and getting out of it. So you know, it's not like it's not the worst thing in the world. It's just something that's, you know, one of those things that I did talk about earlier is you know, another way of progressing if you are good at PvP and you don't want to do the quest route or the PvE things. You don't want to do that route, you know. Mind you, I was just complaining about PvP. And I was complaining about PvP in the B-roll too, like what we're watching right now. I was complaining about it too, and I'm just walking up to people and just trying to box them, bro. Just like what is going on here? But yeah, I'm going to a different area, you know. But all in all, like you see, like this whole spacious area. There's three. Yeah, ain't that clean though? Ain't that clean though? Like, you know, it has its charm, you know. It's not a horrible game, it's not a bad game. It's a game that you would play for around if you really don't have anything to do and you're not trying to just be like angry and whatnot. Oh yeah, just in case you do fall down in the marsh and go up the green thing, you'll be fine, bro. Don't panic, bro, because as soon as you dive down here, you will lose health unless you got a respirator. I'll go over that later if I need to, but yeah. I was yapping, but like the thing with this is if you have, oh, we're also running up on a boss, but if you have like some time to spare, you know, it doesn't have to be like a lot of time, it doesn't have to be like short on time, but if you do have like in the middle some time to spare and you're all in all just not overly angry and whatever, this is definitely a game to play, honestly. It's not a bad game. Hey, look, I wish I could have shown you like more of that crocodile boss fight. Oh, nice raid boss. I wish I could show you more of the crocodile boss fight, but because the bosses in this game, they are fun to fight. They are fun to fight because once you get their patterns down, their movements down, their criticals, all of that, once you actually start to get that down, they do become really fun to fight, honestly, especially if you're doing it with multiple people. But I would say this is one of those games where if you do have a friend that is also into like the same like RPG style game of VV Ultimatum, or like, you know, if you've played Type Soul or games of that nature before, where we do have that PvP parry block dodge mechanic, as well as you're leveling up to get to this point, so you know you can unlock this skill tree, things like that, bro. Debulking, I can't stress it, can't stress this enough, is one of, in my opinion, one of the main like standpoints, because I don't know how debulking is doing right now, but when it was first coming out, and you know, I was never introduced to the mechanic of feinting, parrying, and blocking. Well, I were with parrying and blocking, but not feinting. Feinting was a completely new like road for me, because that introduces mix ups and stuff, bro. I never knew like how to do it until I like played debulking, or like knew of it until debulking was like in the mix, you know what I mean? But yeah, my final thoughts is that it's not a bad game. It's not a bad game. If you do repeatedly get put on your through PvP, you know, then yeah, it might not be the best game for you. But you know, it all comes down to like learning it along the way of trying to get better, trying to figure out like what to do, or like, you know, hey, I'm messing up on this, I'm not putting enough of this into my my moves, this, that, and 1,000. You know, there's also like guides on YouTube that you can look up to get better, and I'm not saying that's what I'm finna do. No, I'm gonna just play the game, and if I'm sorry at the game, I'm sorry at the game, bro. That's just how it's gonna be. If I get better at the game, then I get better. But yeah, honestly, yeah, this is my first time playing Hakuda in any type of Bleach game, so I'm really trying to get used to it. I don't know what's going on here, but yeah. Alright, thank you guys for watching. I wanted to make this video a little bit shorter than what it usually is, but you know, I hope you guys enjoy it, and yeah, try playing the game, see if you like it. It's really, you know, it's kind of interesting, I would say. And that's it. Snorlax. Relaxo.